If you're smart, you're not gonna get into a fight because you realize you got nothing to gain from it. What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be looking at how dumb school fights were. Let's be honest, most school fights were not justified and were dumb. Without further ado, let's get started.
Bro, school fights would honestly sometimes be goofy as hell. Is it just me? Did I just go to a bad school? Or did everybody go to a school where school fights would happen on the very first day?
Yes, there was 2 fights in the first day. How are y'all looking forward to go back to school to fight? I'm sorry, usually the first day, I'm dressed in the best attire looking like a runway Met Gala model. And y'all are telling me y'all want to get into a UFC fight. You know what? Hey, from a viewer perspective, I don't mind it. But that gotta be ghetto.
Like, how does that happen, bro? Is y'all beefing over Facebook? 8 o'clock in the morning, on site. As soon as the bell rings, that's their fighting bell. I know fights would happen over the summer. Somebody would record them. It'd be all over Facebook, people sharing it and stuff. But like, man, the very first day of school? What words, what beef was started over Facebook?
And it's like, if anything, worst time to get suspended is during the first day of school. Like, you have to know the classes where your classes are gonna be. And now that you have a slow start, it's gonna be bad for your grades. But if you're fighting in the first day of school, let's be honest. Your grades were gonna be about a .28 GPA. The ROTC army were probably gonna recruit your ass after you graduate. Let's be real.
That made them that angry. Nah, but during school fights, bro, reputation is on the line. If you get your ass beat, you are gonna hear it for the rest of your life.
Yes.
You're gonna be on your deathbed and your friends are coming in to support you and say their goodbyes and stuff. And they're gonna be like, hey man, you remember when you got your ass beat? Especially.
And it better not be all camera because let's be real, digital footprint is a real thing. The last thing I want to do is get RKO'd in public. I do not want to get chokeslammed. It's one thing losing to someone that's obviously in a different caliber than you, but when you're losing to people built like a cinnamon stick, you have to at least stand your ground. And whatever you do, please do not get beat up to the point you get knots in your head.
If you lost to some goofy ass dude, bro, they gonna be like, bro, didn't you lose to Fregley, bro? Didn't Fregley beat your ass, bro? But if you win the fight, you'll probably be remembered for like 2 years, max, if even that. But
nah, more like 2 weeks. Nobody really cares. What do you want people to be like, oh, remember him? Yeah, let's glaze them for actually winning a fight. No one really cares about the winner. Like, they just hate on the loser for a little bit.
The best part is when the loser starts making excuses, you already know a rematch is finna be on the way. Scheduled and everything. They be like, oh man, you caught me off guard. Run that shit back. Oh man, I slipped. I slipped in on some milk or something.
If you lose a fight, you have to tell your homies to defend you. Even if you see me get slammed on the ground, one head hit a pole, all my teeth knocked out, you have to delete all the recorded footage that you have and tell everyone that I won and that they're blind. You have to sway the narrative.
Bro, oftentimes than not though, usually it comes out as a respectable outcome and both parties end up developing mutual respect for each other. Maybe I'm a psychopath, but have you ever just looked at people in your school and just wondered, oh man, if these two fought, bro, this would be such a good fight. I can't be.
You know what? Yeah, sometimes skill-based matchmaking. Some of the most hyped up fights would be 2 people that you would never expect to fight. They're like, damn, I thought y'all were best friends. Because I feel like there's hidden lore into it. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like men fighting and women fighting are not the same thing. When men fight, I feel like we rekindle, our bonds could get stronger. We look at the fight for how dumb it was. But when women fight each other, they're cooked. They're never being friends again. If anything, that's like a lifelong enemy that they'll forever despise.
Be the only one because I feel like schools manifest fights sometimes with these thoughts. Like everybody in the whole school is thinking, oh man, what if these two fought? And then it starts getting instigated, rumors get spread, and they actually do eventually start to fight. In middle school, fights were pretty entertaining to watch. In high school, fights were impossible to watch. And I'll tell you why. My high school had a pretty bad fighting problem to the point where security got so fed up with it that everybody getting pepper sprayed. If you fighting, you getting pepper sprayed. If you watching the fight, you getting.
What school are you going to where they're pepper spraying kids? No, that's a little too extreme. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. It's one thing for them to grab you and, you know, take you away, but spraying your eyes, you're cooked.
Pepper sprayed. If you eating lunch next to whoever is fighting, you bet your ass you're getting pepper sprayed. You better pick up your tray and move. So yeah, whenever a huge crowd starts rushing over to a certain place, I'd always just stand still and probably even walk away. Because I know in 2 minutes, there's gonna be random ass kids just running towards me, coughing, covering their eyes. Like, look, I ain't getting pepper sprayed. If it was a good fight, it'll be on Facebook.
Okay, I don't know how old this man is. We use Instagram now, but to me, the dumbest place to always fight, in my opinion, was school. That's like trying to fight a shark in the ocean. Like, you're obviously gonna get caught. If you're smart, you're gonna wait until like it's after school when there's not a lot of people and go to the park where you're less likely to get caught. I care about my future. I don't care who I have to fight. I'm not fighting on school grounds. You're gonna get suspended. If I'm at least gonna fight and lose, I'd rather lose where nobody else could see me like that.
Bro, you would see fights from high schools you didn't even go to on Facebook. It would just get spread all throughout the woodworks. In high school, I definitely think I got desensitized to all the fights, bro. To be honest, it's not even that cool anymore when you see a fight between people you don't even know. It's like ghetto kid number 1 versus ghetto kid number 2. Who's gonna win? Shit, I don't know, bro. I don't know their stats. I don't know their history. I don't know their records.
And realistically speaking, what do you gain from winning a fight? Like, yes, you beat his ass and, oh, you get cool points for being someone who could fight. But nobody really cares like that. Like, I think everyone thinks they're more important than they actually are at times. Moral of the story, you're fighting for the most pettiest reasons. Let's be real. School fights were never of strong value. Y'all are not fighting for the fate of the world. You're fighting because someone said you looked ugly in a group chat.
High school was pretty big compared to my middle school. See, in middle school, it'd be like you would know exactly who was fighting. Maybe because high school fights actually get dangerous sometimes. Like, I remember my freshman year of high school, there was like some senior girls that got in a fight and one of them had a seizure. Ambulance.
I guess you could say her lights got knocked out. Get it? Because she got like a seizure? I think what's worse than getting knocked out is having a seizure. Because what do you mean you're going crazy on the floor instead of just getting knocked out? I think that's more embarrassing in a way.
Had to come in everything. And it's like, dog, that ain't funny. That's not entertaining.
It's not.
That's just fucked up.
Yeah, there's times where I'll be seeing people getting slammed on the concrete and I'm like, how are people like recording this? This is not no Roman Coliseum. I'm not trying to see people just beat the hell out of each other. At least not without me being in the front. I'm just trolling, but don't fight. It's lame.
Listen, I am not one to condone violence, but I'm not gonna lie, school fights are a major part of the high school experience.
It is though.
I mean, there's something about a good old school brawl that just boosts students' morale. Like,
I think I'm more excited of the words exchanged as the actual fight. I like to hear a good roast or like a good backstory while people are fighting. Like, yeah. Give me like a Sasuke Naruto final fight expose argument. I want to hear people expose each other as they're fighting. Like, that's why you got exposed from 30 different phones. Like, give me something juicy.
There's nothing that gets you through the rest of the day like some kid getting his ass beat in front of the entire school. And truthfully, it's just
I never really liked when people got jumped, especially when it's like, you know, the two competitors are like of same quality, like same caliber, same weight class, and then you jump in when they're losing. It's just so lame. It takes the fun out of it.
It's a community building experience because it gives everyone something to talk about. Yo, did you see the fight? Yeah, bro, Kyle got his shit rocked. Wait, are you guys talking about the fight? Yeah, bro. Man, Kyle got fucked up, dude. Overall, in school fights, everyone wins. Like, the fighter gets some respect and the crowd gets some entertainment. It's a win-win. What about me? But tell me why when a fight breaks out, the entire school will be recording, but not one person can get a good video. It's like when a fight breaks out, every motherfucker recording starts having severe hand spasms.
That's true. I will say though, most people are actually trying to watch the fight in person than they care about looking at it through a phone perspective. I just hate people that are screaming the most useless thing when the fight is going on. Like, at the very least, let me pay attention to this low pixelated ass fight.
I mean, as the person recording the fight, you literally have one job. To record the fight.
Literally.
Damn, I just missed it. What happened? Oh, well, lucky for you, I recorded the entire thing from start to finish on my brand new Samsung. Check it out.
And it'd be the most hyped up fights.
Did anyone else record the fight? Oh shit, yeah, I did on my brand new iPhone 14 that actually records in 4K. Okay, bet. Ooh, damn.
Let's go, JJ.
I'm sorry, if anyone actually ever gives a POV of themselves while recording a fight, I'm literally blocking you. You can't be this slow.
That's why you don't mess with me. But bro, there's just a video of your face for 8 minutes straight. And watching some of these fights are funny as hell. Because some motherfuckers will come in swinging like KSI. Some motherfuckers are...
Okay, it's one thing to lose a fight, but do not tell me your ass is cosplaying Helen Keller. Go out with a bang. If you don't know how to fight, at least try to like do some basic moves. Don't get your ass clapped. Let it be close, like lose, but don't lose too extreme. Not no Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson action.
You're thinking they're Daniel LaRusso. And some motherfuckers should just not be fighting. Which is honestly the best part. Because where else could you catch a 6'5", 250-pound big body scrapping some 5'2" nerd? Like the UFC would never let that shit slide. Plus, you get to watch it all for free. But me personally, I've never gotten into a school fight. But don't get me wrong, if
I've gotten into multiple school fights. There was people that were trying to jump me before. There was a dude that was like 2 times my size. They recorded me running away. I'm sorry, y'all see me run away multiple times. If I detect the slightest threat, I'm running. It's not worth me fighting and what? Obviously losing and getting jumped. I care about my well-being. If you're smart, you're not gonna get into a fight because you realize you got nothing to gain from it.
someone wanted to catch these hands, I could hit him with the little knuckle sandwich, if you know what I mean. But truth be told, I could never lose a fight. Not because I know how to fight, but because for Bob, shit was on sight. And trust me, you don't fuck with Bob. Bob's got a better record than Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, anybody that actually takes pride in their fight, I already know your ass is probably in a prison. You're either like probably putting baby oil on another dude's butt. You're doing something insane. There's no way that anyone takes pride in their school fights. You never want to mess with someone who takes too much pride in what happens in high school and middle school. If you do, you're a loser. There's more to life. High school is just a blip. Like, I'm sorry, if I was to talk to someone and they're like, remember me? Back then, I used to beat kids up. Buddy, you're 30 years old. Go start a family. Go to school. Go, like, get a job.
And I even heard one time he got into a little altercation with Mike Tyson. All I'ma say is, he dealt with him. But with that being said, we all know that one kid in school who was born to simply beat people's ass. Like, this dude's life purpose was to run people's fade. And of course, I had someone like this at my school. He was the type of dude who had nothing to lose, so he would instigate a fight wherever he could. We'll just call him Jordan. And honestly, he was holding a solid record. I mean, he was probably 12-0. But one day, Jordan picked on the wrong kid. Hey nerd, take off those stupid glasses. And Bob was a man of little words, so Jordan's buffoonery did not faze him. Hey nerd, I said take off those stupid glasses. Hey, stop ignoring me.
Nobody says that though. I don't think anybody cares about someone so much that they'll tell them to take something off. Bullying now is not taking things from people. It's more like roasting. It's more like being offensive towards them. If you're telling me to take off anything, I'm taking off my pants. And now look, we're both awkward. I know you did not want to see what's down there. I'm making sure we're both awkward. Don't tell me to take anything off.
And without saying a word, Bob just ended Jordan's whole career. And ever since that day, nobody messed with Bob.
YouTube, let me know what your school fight story was. Any stories you had, any crazy stories you know about. Do you think anyone cares about school fights? Join us on Twitch. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Waxer for life. Love y'all.